Hello everyone, this is an update on my overhead camera setup. Previously I posted a video a couple months ago showing a setup where I used this in order to hang from a hook and then have a downward camera angle. And then I added this monopod here, right? And I was shooting with my GoPro from above and that was working for me, right? But as my friend Jared pointed out, as well as others, the setup was shaky, right? Especially right after I pushed the power button, you could tell that the camera was kind of suspended and shaky. So I needed some more stability in the shot. So what I did was I added this tripod instead. Now, this little thing here, that is completely replaced by this tripod. And I just want to show you guys some of the connections. This is a GoPro connector right here, going from the tripod to the monopod. These are two GoPro connectors. One is right here and one is right here, okay? And you have to get it really tight to hold it steady, right? And then the monopod goes down to here. You can see that GoPro adapter from the camera screw to the GoPro setup right there. And that's pretty much it. The last part would be it's on a hook. Right? You could put that hook on your wall, but I put it on a suspended milk crate because I'm using the milk crate as a stand for other things like lighting. Right? And that's right above my art area. And just for reference, you guys might have been seeing the subscribe pillow and the poopy behind me with the paintings and the books and some of my other camera shots. Now you have a frame of reference for where we are in the room, okay? So there's some of my tripods. My favorite new mug. But as I'm sitting down here, one of the big challenges I'm having is, you can see if I move this painting out of the way, I just set, this is an old painting, I just set it there so you can see it. Shadows, okay? I'm really fighting shadows. And these two lights, they were cheap. I got them at IKEA, like $5 each. They're not good enough. And the two lights that I have suspended way up here, right there and right there, they have the right spectrum of light, but they have the wrong angle. And especially where I was coming from before, you could, if you go watch that video where I was opening up that mail from Peter Popov, you could see two shadows, right? And they were being cast by the two lights that I have suspended up there. And what I want to do is lower them now to an angle where they come in from the sides, right? And the reason why I want them to come in from the sides is because of shadows. I want no shadows underneath my hand when I'm showing what I'm doing, right? And it's all about lighting angles now. I gotta figure this out. Anyways, as I'm grabbing all my art supplies here, in one of these shelves, I actually have a laptop stuck in there, just so that I could put like references there, so that I can, you know, what does a piece of corn actually look like, you know, and have that while I'm doing my art. So I just have this old keyboard from my old setup. Still working on integrating my new computer and everything. Here's something interesting. This is my old mouse. I used to play World of Warcraft with it because it had like 13 buttons. See the wear marks on that from my fingers? That's how old that mouse is. And it's still fucking clicking. I love it. So the other parts of my setup that I have right now that I guess are interesting are my carousel that is, it's supposed to be used for like kitchen supplies in the kitchen, but I wanted it for my art stuff. So my carousel is like a really interesting thing that I use to just separate the paintbrushes that I use. I've got this thing on the door here that Misty gave me. You know how like Imelda Marcos had like a million shoes? Well, she got me this thing to hang on the back of the door, you know, so I could, when I open the door, it's like right next to where I'm doing art, and all my paint supplies are right there. So that's pretty cool. I want to work in this cabinet that Misty got me like a year or two ago. It's got a lot of my art supplies in it, but yeah, it's kind of hard to just put it in the middle of the room to have it accessible. But I really would like to be able to grab anything that I want from my chair. But you know, I'll just give it some thought. Maybe I'll come up with something. But there you have it. There's my new overhead camera setup.